In this video, we're going to be making easy homemade pasta sauce that's healthy and nutritious and ready in just a few minutes. We're going to be using 2 quarts of home canned tomatoes with the juice mostly drained, about 1 cup frozen bell peppers, half a cup frozen onions, some Italian seasoning, and some garlic powder. Going to need a saucepan. To the saucepan, let's add our tomatoes. Again, they're mostly drained. There is some juice still in there, but we're going to cook that out. In goes the second one. And we're just going to take our spoon and start breaking up the tomatoes, mashing them a little bit. Now this pasta sauce is going to be on the chunkier side, so I'm not really totally concerned about getting them all mashed up into a fine consistency. As we cook this pasta sauce, most of that excess juice will cook out and cook down to a nice sauce in the end. I'm going to turn on the heat here to about medium heat and start heating this up and cooking it down. I'm just making sure that these tomatoes are mashed up nicely. Now we're going to add the rest of our vegetables. There goes the bell peppers. You can use fresh. I'm just using frozen that we have preserved from the garden. And about a half a cup of frozen onions are next. Again, feel free to use fresh. I have about 2.5 teaspoons of Italian seasoning here. And the same amount of garlic powder. I'm just going to blend all that together. You could add a little bit of salt, but we prefer not to add any salt to ours. You can see here the sauce is starting to boil around the edges. We're just going to stay close to it and stir it every now and again. That way it doesn't scorch to the bottom. We're just going to let those excess juices cook out. Bring it to a nice low boil, and that will allow the excess juice to evaporate. The vegetables have cooked down nicely. This is a really nice way to make a small amount of pasta sauce as you need it, and it's very nutritious, packed full of fresh garden produce, vegetables, herbs, and seasoning. We tend to just make the pasta sauce as we need it. Tonight we're eating it over some whole wheat spaghetti. I'm just continuing to cook this sauce and get rid of the excess juice. If you prefer a less chunkier pasta sauce, you could always use a stick blender, immersion blender, to puree it a little bit more. But we like our sauce with some substance to it, so we eat it on the chunkier side. Just keep stirring it. You don't have to constantly stir it, but I wouldn't go too far from the stove. Just keep boiling it. You're going to see it start to reduce on the sides of the pan. You can see it's reduced a little bit here, but we need to keep reducing it down. Still too much juice in it. We're getting closer. Adjust your heat as necessary so it doesn't boil over. Looking good. All right, you can see here in this where it's cooked down quite a bit from the beginning. Has more of a sauce appearance. And here's the final product. You can see where all of that excess juice cooked down, and we are left with a beautiful pasta sauce. This really only took about 15 minutes to make this healthy and nutritious homemade pasta sauce. Serve it over your favorite pasta. For us, that's whole wheat pasta. Doesn't that look good? Top it with a little Parmesan cheese. And that's how we make easy homemade pasta sauce. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Take care.